This is the Nike Vomero 17. I'll be taking it on a road test, and I will be comparing it to three other daily trainers from the Nike line of running shoes. But before the comparisons, let's talk about the shoe. The shoes weigh approximately 10.1 ounces in size 9. It has a 40 millimeter stack height and a 10 millimeter drop. The outsole has Nike proprietary rubber, while the midsole has Cushlon 3.0 layered with Zoom X on top of it. So let's find out how this premium daily trainer stacks up against the rest. And our first comparison will be the Vomero 17 to the Pegasus 40. The Pegasus is probably the most recognizable daily trainer from the Nike line of shoes. In its 40th iteration, shoe, it has React foam in the midsole bed and also an air zoom unit in the forefoot. The outsole and upper material of both the Pegasus 40 and the Vomero are similar. So also is the weight of the shoe, weighing about 12 and a half ounces. They both have similar stack heights as the Vomero has a 40 millimeter heel stack and the Pegasus has a 34 millimeter heel stack. And finally, we come to their performance. The Pegasus has React foam, which is a more compressed foam. So the more pressure you put on it, the more rebound you're going to get. The Vomero has Zoom X foam, which is very responsive. And I might be wrong, but the Zoom X foam is designed with the faster runner in mind. So my final verdict is if you want superior cushioning and you plan on going for longer runs, the Vomero should be your choice. The Zoom X foam and the Cushlon foam provide balance, comfort, and stability all at the same time. The Pegasus is no slouch, as the Pegasus is a shoe that's very versatile, highly durable. Also, it's more in line with what we're used to for running shoes. The zoom unit in the forefoot helps maintain your momentum as you go from stride to stride. But like I mentioned, if the difference is distance and comfort, you want the Vomero. If you just want performance in a linear fashion, I would go with the Pegasus. The next shoe comparison is the Nike Structure 25. It is a stability shoe offering from Nike for runners who overpronate. Both the Structure and the Vomero weigh about 12 and a half ounces. They both have similar stack heights. The Vomero come in at 40 millimeters, while the Structure comes in at 34 millimeters, similar to the Pegasus. They have similar outsole design, as you can see. In fact, I'll compare it to the Pegasus right here. They pretty much have the same design. What I like about this shoe is one aspect. I like the offset in the midsole foam. It helps to dissipate energy when you land, and as you go into your toe off, it rebounds quickly, as you can see in the images right here. The second aspect of this shoe that I like is that the foam and the setup of the shoe gives me a real good sense of stability. Compared to the Vomero, as I mentioned with the Pegasus, if you're going for long runs, I would definitely pick the Vomero over the Structure. But if you're going for an intermediate distance or versatile terrain, I would definitely take the Structure over the Vomero. The added stability and the Cushlon foam really puts it over the top for me. I like the Structure a lot. Long runs and cushioning, the Vomero. Anything else, I would definitely go with the Structure. The next shoe I'll be comparing the Vomero 17 to is the Vomero 16. I enjoyed this shoe. Unfortunately, I don't have it with me to make the comparisons of the weight and the stack height. So I'll go based on really what I remember about the shoe. The shoe, just like the Pegasus, just like the Structure, is a performance shoe, which is kind of the reason why I was curious about the Vomero 17. It turns out that the changes in the Vomero 17 actually makes it a whole different shoe. If you were to put it in a shoe running rotation, I would put them side by side, as in whenever I need a versatile shoe that I can go through many terrains and just a fast, very fast run. I would definitely go for the Vomero 16, even though the 17 is able to um, perform at those paces. I would go for the 17 simply because I'm used to it, and also it's more like every other shoe. As for the Vomero 17, I would reach for it when I'm going for longer runs or more cushioning. Even though, truth be told, you can go for a great distance in the 16, the 17 really, the sweet spot for the 17 is for longer distances and cushioning. And as a bonus, I will do a comparison of the Vomero 17 to the Invincible 3. both shoes which showcase the Zoom X foam from Nike. Um, the the Invincible 3 has a heel stack height of 40 millimeters and a 9 millimeter drop rather than the 10 millimeter drop, which is characteristic of the Vomero 17. The outsole pattern is unique to it. As you can see, it's a little wider and there's no channels, unlike the Vomero 17, which has a channel. It also has stability elements built into the heel of the shoe. As you can see in the pink area here, it's supposed to help guide your heel. Over the Vomero 17 that has raised midsole borders to guide your feet. They both have a lot of ZoomX foam, which will give you a lot of cushioning. Neither shoe has the tallest stack height when it comes to the max cushioning shoe. 40 millimeters actually is pretty much average. I prefer the Vomero 17 to the Invincible 3 simply because the Cushlon gives it a little bit more stability. When running in the Invincible 3, I get a sensation of instability underneath my feet, but it's not actually that the foam in the shoe is wobbling. It's actually because there's a lot of potential energy in the shoe that's not dispersed. If you look at the Alpha Fly, there's a channel in the heel where the foam can expand compared to the Invincible 3, which does not have an outlet, so that when the foam compresses, it does not have anywhere to go. So it recovers too quickly and it creates an unsettling feeling in the runner. So even though I run in the Invincible 3, I prefer the Vomero 17 simply because of the stability and the I think it has the right amount of ZoomX foam in it. You can vary the pace of your run in all four shoes. You can go slow, you can go fast, and you can go a lot of distances. I would definitely reach for the Vomero if I was going for one of my longer runs, and where cushioning and staying fresh is very important. But for something intermediate, something that may not be as demanding, I would definitely reach for either the Pegasus, the Structure, or even the Vomero 16, which all are marvelous shoes. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this review.